What's going on, everybody? This is JMO back again, bringing you another Vanguard video. I just dropped one about 3 days ago and that was on how to camp Eagle's Nest. So if you get a chance, go check that out. On that video I show you my bars setup, and in this particular part of the video I want to show you something that I found that is a little bit better, that has helped me out a little bit more. So if you saw my previous video, when I showed you my bar setup, you saw that for the optic I like using the G16 2.5. Well, use this reticle instead of the default one. I believe it gives you a little bit better precision when using this one. It's a little bit brighter and the dot is a little bit smaller, which will help you better in long range engagements. So if you get a chance, give it a try. And by the way, you won't see me use this reticle on the gameplay that I'm bringing you, and that's because I just started using this one a couple days ago, so it's something that I just recently found. Alright everybody, so here we are in the map. Now before I bring you the gameplay, I wanted to show you the areas that I like to camp, since I won't be able to show you all the spots during the actual gameplay. But here's the reticle that I was talking about, and just look how clean it looks. I believe it's just better than the default. So anyways, on to the areas. So if I'm in this part of the map, I like camping right behind these logs right over here. It gives me a nice little cover. I won't have to worry about anybody spawning directly right behind me, shooting me from the back. The only area that I have to focus on is just over here. Now if my teammates are pushing forward towards the cave area, you all know how crazy the spawns are in this game, so I know it'll be just a matter of time before the enemy spawns in this area. So then this is the area that I'll be focusing on. You got a nice little head glitch area using this right over here. So now the reason that I'm not worried about this area over here is because if the enemy's coming over from here, as you can see, they're just going to pass me on by, and they are not going to be expecting somebody to be behind those logs right there. As you can see, the only way that they'll know that I'm there is if I've already gotten a few kills. Now we'll put an S-mine right there just in case somebody runs through there, so that'll give me a little bit of a warning. But for the most part, again, now if there's people in the cave, I do like using these logs as kind of a cover, a little bit of a, not head glitch area though, but just for a nice cover. Now on to another spot. Now if I'm going to be covering this part of the map, let me show you the areas that I like to use to oversee this part of the map. Now if I'm in this part of the map, to overlook that part of the map right there, or the part of the cave, I don't like to really be here. Now that on the left side, not this part, but that part of the map right there, I'll show you in a little while how I like to camp that area. But again, to oversee that area, this part right over here, this is the area that I like to be in. I like rotating from here, from this part of the map, to cover the cave area, and then also cover a little bit of the left side, and then I just keep on rotating back to this part right over here if I know that there's enemies coming on the left side. So from here I'll be able to cover the middle part of the map. From time to time look at my left side, and then I will rotate back to where the tank area is, right over here. Now there will be times that you spawn on this part of the map, and when do so, I like to actually use these boxes as cover areas. The only part is that whenever you try to run and get to another spot, you're basically left on the wide open to try to get over here, and so sometimes you'll end up getting killed though. But I do like using those boxes as cover whenever I need to. Now let me head over to my favorite part of this map that I like to camp, which you won't see me use this on the actual gameplay that I'm about to bring you though, but inside this part of the cave area right there, I like camping that part. Now if I know that there's people there, I like to stand right over here, or sit, or crouch, and just basically wait until I can take some people out, and then eventually make my way over here. Now in that spot right there, I like placing an S-mine along with a demolition charge, and that's just to provide me cover. Now I do like using the supply box as mentioned on my previous video. Again, if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. Now this is my favorite spot right over here. This is where I get a lot of my kill streaks. That part right there. I won't have to worry about my right side because again I put my S-mine and my demolition charge. Now from time to time, the only area that I have to worry about is my right side, which I will point to the direction from time to time if I feel that there might be some people out there. Now whenever I do get my S-mine back, I like to put it right there. So remember, I do like using tactician, so I get those every 30 seconds, so I get them more consistent and more often than I do my supply box. So this basically covers the parts of the map that I like to camp. So now on to the gameplay. So here we are on the actual gameplay itself. Now remember, if you have not been able to catch my previous video that I put up about 3 days ago on how to camp Eagle's Nest, go ahead and go check that out. So right off the bat, you saw where I spawned, which is the same area that I mentioned right at the beginning of this video. I'm doing exactly what I said. I see that all my teammates are pushing forward, so I know that it's not going to take long before the enemy spawns right in front of me, and when they do, I'll be waiting for them. There you go, there's my first kill right there. Once I get my first kill, I go behind these ammo crates to basically just use it as a head glitch area and just continue getting some more kills from here. So at this point, I know that they're basically camping, not camping, but spawning in front of me. So you'll basically see me rotate from using those ammo crates to back to the logs and use them as cover. So at this point, I'm expecting for them to know that I'm somewhere over here. So I'm just going to be here for just a little bit longer. Once I get my score streaks, I'm basically going to go ahead and put them to use right away. And as you can see, this is one thing that I like about this spot right over here. Again, I don't have to worry about somebody spawning directly right behind me and shooting me from behind. All I have to worry about is my front area, and that's it. And just like that, I'm already starting to get into my score streaks. Now whenever I do need to reload, I always go into the prone position just to get myself a little bit more cover while I'm reloading. And just like that, I'm already into my bombing run. So just 1 or 2 more kills and I'll be able to get into my juggernaut kill streak. And there you go. So I kind of debated for a split second whether or not I wanted to continue just getting some more kills from there, but I decided to just go ahead and put my juggernaut into use right away instead of waiting. Also, just to let you know, I do plan on bringing you some core gameplay, so you can basically see me using the bar and how it performs in not just hardcore but in core as well. As you'll see, this weapon is very, very consistent on both core and hardcore. I don't really plan on going for camos though, but I do actually plan on going for gold for the bars. I just realized not that long ago that I'm actually not that far away from making this weapon gold, so I figure why not. But otherwise, I don't usually really go for camos, except for I think Black Ops 4. I did end up getting dark matter, and otherwise usually the only weapons that I usually go for camos is just the LMGs. I usually like getting those diamond. I don't think I'll be doing that for Vanguard, but who knows. If I do go for any camos other than the bar making it gold, I might end up going for diamond on the LMGs though, but I don't really believe that I will though, but who knows, we'll see. As you see in this gameplay, I've spent a lot of time, and look at that, my score streak's going in. As you can see, I spent a lot of time inside this cave area, which I'd rather be outside, and this used to be one of my most hated maps, but just because of how hectic it is. But it actually has become one of my favorite maps now, after using the spots that that I've mentioned. in this gameplay I didn't really get a chance to use all the spots that I've mentioned, which is why at the very beginning of this video I wanted to basically go into a private match mode and actually just cover those spots, so when you guys do play this map you guys will be able to see. And see, this is why what I meant also in the beginning is that once you get out of those boxes, you can get easily be taken out though. But again, that's why in the beginning of this video I wanted to go over the spots that I like to cover, only because I wouldn't really be able to highlight those spots during the actual gameplay itself. Now, since I don't really like being inside the cave area, I try to make my way out real quick. Now, at this point I see all my teammates pushing forward, so now I'm expecting for the enemy to spawn behind. Now this right here is why my favorite perk is piercing vision. Again, I'm expecting them to spawn over here, so I ended up shooting even though I didn't know they were there at the moment, and it highlighted the enemy. I had a gut feeling but wasn't quite sure. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all later. If you enjoyed this video and would like to keep up with upcoming new content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all soon.